tips and tricks video. First thing I want to show y'all is the game settings. If you go to the game settings, this is like all your uh, difficulty. Of course, everybody knows this. Um, Now look at this: free throw shooting skill plus rating, shooting rating plus skill. So you have to have a good shooting plus you have to have the skills on the release time. So it's a combination of the two, not just one like every other games. Um, but one of the things I wanted to show y'all, if you go to visuals, alright, which my buddy Ed here showed me a few of these. If some of y'all are aggravated with your camera rotating every second when someone gets the ball and everything, go to visuals. Here's your camera rotation lock and camera paint zoom. You can lock it to where it doesn't flip-flop back and forth or go straight to the zoom in on the paint. Makes me be able to keep track of my guy a little bit easier. Now this one I didn't know about. Steals hint. You can have that on for those of you who are new to the game. It gives you a little hint on when to steal it: bad timing, good timing, late timing, middle timing. Um, Here's your passing lane targets. You can turn that on and off. So any of y'all who wants to change your game a little bit, go to your visuals. Okay, it helps. He plays differently, but that's one tip that I can give y'all. Let's back out of here. Now another tip is on your player creation. All right. I know most of y'all are from 2K and y'all want to dribble, 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 speed, 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 go dunk on everybody. That ain't happening in 2K. You come on this guy that I have right here and you try to dunk on him,
You
I'm
mean
gonna
it ain't
send your
happening on
shit all the
live?
way to the bleachers.
It's not happening
Okay?
on live. Not
You,
this ain't 2K.
you might get a little cheesy layup every once in a while, but if you do not have any strength and you are light as a feather, I'm going to manhandle you in the paint. It's going to be that simple. Now, this is one of my guys. His strength is an 80. I'm going to have another guy. His strength is going to be a 96. Alright? And 7-1. I did one dunk on LeBron, and we were halfway through his team's shot clock before he even got off the ground. All right, his team was passing in the ball and headed it down court, and he's still on the ground after I posterized his ass. All right, so the strength in this game is no joke. All right, so if you want to be fast and speedy, that's okay. All right, but make your guy a shooter to where you shoot off of a screen or maybe go in for a quick layup. Do not try to take it up on centers. I've watched some of my streams. All right, so many guys try to take it up and they get their shit slapped all the time. You cannot do that in live. All right, if you want to dunk it, you need a post. You need a post anchor, um, a rim protector, um,
Or a wing score.
or wing scorer.
Do not make a
Slashers don't get it.
slasher.
Slasher does not have all that dunking. Look at their ratings. The
Yeah, they don't have the
slasher
dunking
is
this year,
mostly
guys.
the slasher is mostly for layups.
Slasher's mostly for layups and off the ball dribble. It's like a shot creator, but he's
Yeah,
mostly inside paint. So don't expect this shooting off the dribble at the three line and think you're gonna make it like 2K. You can forget that. And And realistically, this is based on realistically, man. Like, I'm a 6'1" center, but they don't have it again. I made me a 6'1" playmaker, 200 pounds. Everyone can go ahead and joke on that 200 pounds, but it lets me get into the paint just fine. I'm gonna be taking it to the hole on you guys.
And another thing that I want to clarify is when you're shooting and the defense and the contested shot in this game, okay? Because I've heard
Your
a
bar
lot of
does
people say,
move.
"Oh, I was in front of his face. What happened?" Just because you're standing in front of him does not mean that you contested it. All right? You can
Nope,
be
you
standing
got to
straight in
jump.
front of me, and I can shoot right over you, and it'll say I took an open shot because you did not jump to contest it. If you want to contest shots, you actually have to press the block button and try to block them. If you just stand there looking at them like you're stupid, that's not defense. It's not like 2K. There ain't no holding a certain button and he automatically jumps.
No, hold on now. I have people just come to me. They don't automatically jump, but come to me because I'm not a shooter.
Now
Now,
you
if
can
you're not a
hold
shooter, you use a 50-50
your
chance to make it miss
you can
with
hold your
L2.
right stick and they will contest the shot automatically. They will hold their hand up. It won't be as strong as you jumping in their face, but it will help a little bit.
Yeah, it
But
will help a
you
little.
cannot just stand there and look at them. You have to actually physically jump in their face to contest their shot. Okay?
Actual
I've
shooters or
found
someone that's
this
about your
out
same height.
by playing the live events, and I'm sitting there in front of KD, but I didn't jump. He shot right over me and made it, and it
I
said,
hate that.
and it gave me a -1 for leaving him open. But I was like, I was in front of him, but I didn't actually contest it. So in this game, if you want to mess up people's shot, you actually have to press that freaking block button. You can't just stand there looking at them. All right. So that's one hint on how to help your defense on your shots. Because if you jump in their face, your shot meter is a little bit different than 2K. It's almost the same. The only difference is that there's two of them. There's one at the bottom bar, at the bottom of your feet, which you can use, and there's one at the top of your head that you can use. All you have to do basically is fill that bar all the way up to the top and release it just like you would in 2K. But the only difference is that the speed of that bar moves slower to faster depending on if somebody just came and tried to contest you. If they try to contest you, your shot meter goes from from slow, medium to all the way fast, and then by the time you've released the button, your shot is all the way down at the bottom, and you're like, why did my bar move so fast? It's because somebody come to contest you. So you have to
Yeah, that's
release it.
exactly the.
You have to have
That's our
good
third
timing
game.
on your releases from when someone is contesting you from when they are not contesting you. All right. So the only thing I can tell you is, well, right now you can't really play the actual game, but just go to the park, um, practice your shot. Um, that's another tip. You're stealing. You can't just spam square and expect to get the ball, but if you hit it at the right times, you will more likely get a steal. But you can't just sit there and spam the button. It don't
All
work
right, I
that
have
way.
another note for you guys for hints for your defense. If the center does get the rebound and you are in front of him, and if you go to cut him off, there is a chance you can steal, but there's also a chance that he'll be able to get that pass off. Because I tried getting it on Allen, because I was on the opposite team with him now. He got the ball. I got good steal, but because he was taller than me, he already hit that pass, but it did get through. So timing doesn't always matter. It depends on the height and your weight if you're going to steal that ball too now. If they're about the same height as you, L2 does work, but not on a sharp shooter. If they're a shooter and you don't contest, that ball is going in. But if you're about the same height and you're not a shooter, you can just use L2. But it's a chance of them making it. So the best way to impact it is to jump, like Alan's saying. But I'm just giving you guys all the information you guys need because I am a playmaker. I know what happens to me.
And I have noticed that you can close out on people a little bit faster than you can in 2K. Alright? Because I've done it quite a bit of times. Been at the free throw line, they pass it to one guy and he's going up for a shot, and then I go out there real quick and I block him and I send it through. I block his shit all the way in the bleachers.
Yeah, closing out does slow your man going to the hole nowadays, guys. So don't even think, oh, because you got through and you hit that square button. No, if you hit the square button when they're closing out onto you, your character slows down because they just put body onto you like in real life. So don't think, oh, I got past them, it should have went in. No, it's not going in, guys. It's not.
And for all you playmakers who wants to shoot, if you want to shoot, look at your grand badge or this lives version of the grand badge. It tells you what to do to be able to shoot a three um, with a little bit of boost to your shot. You have to get assists, dude. You have to get the ball moving. Most of these badges
shooters.
that you have to earn, you have to get your teammates involved, or you're not going to earn no badges. You're not going to be able to shoot, and you're going to lose very horribly against guys like me and Ed, because
Now,
we are going to stomp your ass.
Now, if you're a point shooter and you don't get assists and you think of shooting my face, you can have a sadly mistaken in reality real quick. Now, for if you want to shoot, no matter what, you better off making your wing shooter. Don't think you're gonna just take that point guard position and just come to that paint or just come up to the three line and fire that button. Only way I'm expecting you to do that if you already got a couple assists ahead of time. And I don't let point shooters get assists. I don't.
Now, I have noticed that the higher you cap these out, the easier it is to shoot, the easier your bar is. Um, when you get these badges on like silver and gold, it's a lot easier to shoot. But if you want to be better in your archetype, you have to look at your grand badge and what it takes to stack it on three, because it does give you a boost. So play your archetypes. That's another big, big, big hint. That's the biggest hint that I can give y'all. Is play your archetypes. Get 3 assists and then ask somebody, hey, set me a screen real quick. I'm stacked 3. You know, I think I can probably pull off a 3. You know, you have to play the game. I mean, it's like real life basketball. You have to. If you don't know how to play basketball, I'm sorry. I mean, it takes more
Is
than
that the game for you?
yeah. It really ain't. Go back to 2K, because it don't work that way in live. Um, you want to boost on being able to dunk. Play your archetype.
Get, play your archetype and do what it asks you to do so you can unlock it. If you're a playmaker like I am, you want dunk. You have to level 35, and you got to make 50 dunks. And plus, I think what was the other one again? It was 50 dunks, and you're and what was it? Nice strength. What the hell was it called again? I just know it's 50 dunks and level 35, just so your point guard can be able to dunk. That's just for a playmaker. I don't know about point shooter.
Um, like my post anchor, I can actually make my post anchor into like a rim protector in this game, because one of his things is that I finish at the rim, I get a boost on blocking and rebounding, which helps. So I got to
That's the
be able
post
to
anchor.
finish at the rim. So if you want somebody to help your team on defense, and you're a point guard and playmaker, and you're trying to get your stuff stacked on three, set your post anchor up for him to finish at the rim, so he can be stacked, so he can help you on rebounds and defense, and then you're stacked on three, and then you get stacked up trying to build up to be able to shoot better, because the more you stack it, the better your shot's going to be. That's what it means. You stack one, you get a boost. You stack one, you get a boost. You stack another one, you get the max boost, is how it works. All right? So play the
And it's
game.
not an insane boost. It's just a small boost now. It's a higher chance. Like I think they said, was it like a 5% chance of getting it? Your accuracy. You get a 5% accuracy to whatever you're doing when you're stacked for that particular thing. Like if you're a 3-point shooter, like the point shooter, and you give assist to stack 3, you got a 5% more chance of your overall, not including the quick fire badge if you use that. to actually shoot your shot in.
Now, if you're a playmaker, some of them, if you build them correctly, you can actually get them to dunk. There's a badge for it, just like he said. But you're going to
Yeah, I
have to
built mine.
put a little bit of weight on him, or he's not going to be able to finish.
Nope,
So when you're
he's not.
building your point guard, being fast is not always a plus. I'm sorry to say. Being fast is a plus, but it's also a minus. All right? Because you're fast, but you're light. You ain't got
Yeah,
no
no
strength. All right? So you might be able to get past them to do a layup, but if you're on a team that's got two centers, both of them almost 7 foot and almost 300 pounds, yeah, you're done for. You might get lucky every once in a while, but you're gonna sit there and look stupid to your teammates. You know. So, but leave comments below. Subscribe if you're new. If you have any comments, questions, leave them down below, and I'll answer them the best I can in future videos. I play live a lot, and a last note, me and my buddy Ed are looking for legitimate people to actually play live and 2K18 with. But legitimate people. If you're a ball hog, don't bother. Don't bother, cause we ain't gonna play with you. Alright, we
Nope.
don't like ball hogs. We like team ball. Some games I've scored most of the points. Some games he scored most of the points. It's whoever's open. You know, we play team ball to get everybody involved. All right. If we can find a pretty good team, we will be dominant in live. All right. Me and him's already kicks people's asses in this game, and it ain't even fully out yet.
It's not even fully out yet, and plus it's just us two with a bunch of PC players that stacked
Uh,
overall 79, stomping people's asses.
Yeah, and
LeBron James had
sometimes
no
we play
chance
with a
against
bunch of
us.
randoms, and we end up still winning because me and him's playing, basically having to
Two-man
rely
ball.
on each other, rely on each other to play. But we are looking for legitimate people to play live in 2K with. So send me a friend request with a description when you send the friend request. Just don't send me a friend request. I'm not going to know who you are. So leave me a friend request and a comment in the friend request box, and I'll know what you're talking about. Because I'm not going to hold any, what do they call them?
Tryouts. They ain't being held no
Tryouts.
tryouts. We're
Tryouts
gonna
are
see how you do
retarded.
on the fly. If you don't do good on the fly, bye bye.
Yep. All right. Um, if you have a bad game or two, I give people the benefit of the doubt. But if you have like 5 or 6 bad games in a row, bye bye. GG. But we give
It's
everybody
nice
a
knowing you.
chance, but we are looking for legitimate people. So if you want to play, um, then send me a friend request. We'll try you out. We'll help you even build a character if you're not even sure what to build, depending on how you play. Um, 18, we're still
Eh,
waiting on some more content on it. They haven't even, I mean, they've dropped my team, and I can give two shits about my team. I really can. I can give two shits about my team. I'm waiting on the park, and the archetypes is what I'm waiting on. And usually my archetype
we
is
both
always a
are.
center. I've played a center for the last 4 or 5 years. I always play a
And
center.
my archetype might be changing, but I'm gonna let you guys know now. When it comes down to PGs and they're short, like you come talk to me because I have been a 6-1 playmaker for the last 3 years in 2K,
um,
and I am completely done now.
I'm
I'm
going to
getting
have
on
two
live.
centers next year. I'm going to have this one as my stretch big, my shooter, which he's already OP, and then I'm going to have my post anchor, which he's just completely deadly. You in my way. You're going to be put on my poster. Because I max him out at 7'1" and 290 with a 96 strength. And then when I put my points into my post moves, he gets another boost to his strength. So he's like, I mean, he's gonna be built like a brick shit house. If you're in his way, I'm sorry, it's not gonna be a good day for you. Um, but
I'm gonna have
I'm gonna
two
end
too,
this
but I'm gonna
stream
have my first one for six
and
one.
start another one. And me and my buddy Ed's gonna play a little bit of Park. All right. So hope y'all like the video. If you have any questions,
Mash
just
that
let me know.
subscribe button, people.
Yep, mash that subscribe button.